Did your marriage hurt? Is your relationship in serious trouble?
Do you feel like you're no longer respected in your relationship? That you're being ignored, taken for granted? Or maybe you find yourself on the defense every time you have a conversation with your partner?
Perhaps even feeling like you have to walk on eggshells around your partner?
Maybe you're feeling frustrated, confused about how dramatically different your marriage has changed from what it was in the very beginning.
You might even be wondering if there's any hope or chance of getting back even a fraction of the love you once had.
Maybe you really just can't stand it even one more day, and you're telling yourself right now that maybe divorce is your only option.
Maybe you've even tried traditional talk therapy.
The fact is that traditional talk therapy usually never gets around to changing the behaviors that actually got you here in the first place. But rest assured, our unique one-of-a-kind approach does exactly that.
We specialize in helping couples break free from the pain and overwhelm that they've come to hate in their relationship.
What we found out early on in our working with couples is that just blaming and rehashing negative feelings about your situation or your partner, or just assigning fault to your partner, it won't ever make things better.
Never. What it actually does is it just spends your time and money and emotional resources, and frequently couples just stay stuck in the pain.
Absolutely. You know, since you're watching this video, you probably don't need any help feeling how awful or how painful your relationship actually is.
We spent the last 18 years working and specializing in couples that are on the brink of divorce.
We took our knowledge, research, and experience, and we created a unique, one-of-a-kind approach to fix relationships just like yours.
We took our knowledge, research, and expertise, and we created a unique approach to help marriages and relationships just like yours not only
survive,
but thrive.
And get back some of that loving feeling that you once had.
And that's what excites us, is really getting that love back in your relationship.
You know, divorce is expensive and very, very painful.
Even if you're the one who's deciding to go to make the divorce.
Absolutely, you know, and you probably have a lot more invested in this relationship than you think so. It's really important because you owe it to yourself and to your partner and to your families to give your marriage your best effort, to learn how to implement simple, easy strategies that can actually turn your relationship right around.
So you owe it to yourself to get the love back in your relationship, because isn't that what it's all about?
You know, it's not as difficult as you might be thinking. So can you remember back in the beginning of your relationship, or when you first met, you were probably acting like your very best self back then. You know, you made every effort, no matter how small, to make life better for the one you loved.
And you spent a great deal of time together, nose to nose, getting to know everything about each other.
You know, you cared about what they liked, what they didn't. Everything your partner said mattered back then. And you listened so intensely.
So intently. Then over time, life, work, kids, and family all got in the way.
And you end up spending less and less time together as a couple. In fact, the Office for National Statistics finds that married couples today spend on average only 2.5 hours a day together, including weekends.
And if you have children, another study found that number drops down to only 9 hours of time together in a week.
That means you're just spending 30 minutes a day more than a roommate would spend with their roommate.
Right.
So with such little time together, it's not a wonder that if you're not doing the right things,
your relationship is a disaster waiting to happen.
You know, it's so easy to forget what it takes to be in a healthy and loving relationship. And let's face it, relationships can quickly dissolve over time on their own because partners start to experience each other as trading pain back and forth in the form of disappointment, criticism, defensiveness, anger, and my least favorite, disrespect.
That's just to name a few things. If left unattended, frankly, most relationships we've seen end up self-destructing on their own over time.
So don't let yourself become a statistic just because you never learned what it takes to have a successful, loving relationship.
Unfortunately, they don't teach Relationship 101 in high school or college. What we've learned about for relationships comes from fairy tales,
television,
books, TV, yeah, all of that. And real life is very different.
And like we said, you might be asking yourself, what happened to my wonderful, loving, kind partner? Because what's happening right now is not what you signed up for.
Not at all. So maybe you're not sure how long you can really take this anymore.
We're here to share with you that there is hope. We'd like you to join us and take the first step. Do yourself, your partner, and your relationship a favor.
Because you haven't tried everything until you've tried us.